Hi, good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel Intelligible Tutorials. In the today's session now we are going to discuss about the sockets, connection oriented programming and as well as connectionless programming and two different kinds of the protocols like TCP and as well as UDP. Now we are going to discuss about what is the meaning of a socket. See, all of you know the process. Whenever two processes are communicate from one to another, they use pipe mechanism. So in our earlier videos, I have given the introduction regarding the pipes, how the pipes can be used in the command point of view also. I have given how the process communicate with the help of the pipes in inter-process communication. So in the same manner, whenever an application is running on different machines, this is the application 1 in client machine. The same application is running on the server machine. How these two can communicate? These two can communicate with the help of a construct called socket. Okay. This is a construct that can be used by the client machine and as well as the server machine, that is called as the socket. Whenever we write the programming of communication of that particular construct, that is called as socket programming. Okay, this is called as the socket programming. So what is a socket actually? To communicate from client machine to the server machine, to establish the connection between these two machines, they use some kind of the construct. For that establishment, they use some kind of the programming. That programming can be written with the help of the socket programming. So this feature is called the socket. Okay, now what type of the communications are established between the client and as well as the servers, and how the socket programming is differ in these two different kinds of the communication now we are going to see. Okay, so there are two different kinds of the communications. See here, the communication is divided into two types. Number one is connection oriented. The first one is connection oriented and the second one is connectionless. This connection-oriented communication can be established by the transmission control protocol, and this connectionless communication can be established by the user datagram protocol. And this transmission control protocol implements a socket called as the stream socket, because TCP uses streams in the communication, and whereas the connectionless communication can be established with the help of the datagram socket, whereas datagram is one kind of the packet. So it uses UDP uses datagrams for establishing the communication. So communication can be divided into two different types. Number one is connection oriented and the number two is connectionless. This is the number one and this is the number two. And the connection oriented protocol, that is called as the TCP, and connectionless protocol, that is called as the UDP. And TCP uses the stream socket and UDP uses the datagram socket. Okay, likewise the communication can be established between the two different kinds of the protocols in two different ways. Okay, now we see the differences between the connectionless communication, connection oriented communication and connectionless communication. What are the various examples that we are going to see for this? Now we are going to see. Okay, so connection oriented communication and as well as the connectionless communication. Now we see. The first one is the connection oriented and the second one is connection less communication. So what is the connection oriented communication? In the connection oriented communication, your telephone is the best example. That means whenever you dial for a number, that the connection will be established to the other end. So through the dedicated link, the connection will be established between the two systems. Then the connectivity, the communication will start. So for the telephone communication, you require a dedicated link. Okay, so through a dedicated link, the connection will be established. What are the properties of this connection oriented is nothing but it is high reliability. Okay, it is high reliable communication. It's not at all unreliable communication, because the communication is passing through a dedicated link. Hence, the connection is always the reliable connection. It's not at all a unreliable connection. What are the examples for this connection oriented communication is nothing but your TCP protocol, and your stream sockets can be used for establishing the connection between the clients and as well as server machines. Now coming to the connectionless. Connectionless is nothing but, the best example is nothing but post. So whenever you receive the post, there you send the post, there is no dedicated link between the one sender to the another receiver. Here the dedicated link will be established from the sender to the receiver, so that there is a chance of high reliable communication will be established in the connection oriented communication. But coming to the connectionless communication, there is no such dedicated link is established. It's simply you post a letter that will be reached after 2 or 3 days to the receiver. Okay, so the posting a letter is best example of that connectionless. But what is the reliability? There is no reliability, hence it is called, you can't say properly that it will be reached or not to the expected destination. So that's why it is called as unreliable. To make it reliable, you have to use the acknowledgement. To make it reliable, acknowledgements are acknowledgements are used. Okay, so this is the connectionless communication. Posting a letter from sender to the receiver is the very good example for this. Whereas the connection oriented communication, the telephone link establishment is the very good example for this. Now, what is the protocol that can be used for this? That is called the UDP. UDP is the best protocol, user datagram protocol it stands for. Okay, it uses some kind of the sockets. Those are called as datagram sockets for connectionless communications. TCP protocol always implements on stream the communication in the form of the stream, continuous communication. What is stream actually? The stream is nothing but continuous communication through a dedicated link. Communication in dedicated link. Whereas the user datagram protocol, it uses datagrams. These are packets. Okay, datagrams are nothing but packets. Okay, not in a, though no dedicated link is established in the connectionless. So no dedicated link. Like that, you are having the communication between the two different kind of the protocols. One type of the communication is called as connection oriented communication, and other kind of the communication is called as connectionless communication, and these are the respective differences between these two type of the communications. So in the coming videos, we see some more things relevant to this communication regarding the socket programming and what are the various kinds of the system calls that are used for the communication, and all these things that we are going to see in our coming sessions. So please follow and subscribe our channel Intelligible Tutorials. Thank you for watching.